tight. Guard the doors both day and night. Passwords strong like shields of gold. Love and wisdom shared in bold. Protect our circle, keep it clear. Online shadows lurking near. Guard your fire, don't let it slip. Family strong with cyber tips. Fishing lines in waters deep. Don't let them pull what you keep. Links they shine, but traps they weave. Trust your heart, don't be deceived. Protect our circle, keep it clear. Online shadows lurking near. Guard your fire, don't let it slip. Family strong
with cyber tips. Is your child struggling to fall asleep or waking up exhausted, even after a full night in bed? The culprit might be right in their hands. Today, we reveal how screens are quietly disrupting your family's sleep and what you, as a parent and caregiver, can do starting tonight. Welcome to the Family Cyber Tips Daily, your weekly guide to keeping your family safe and balanced in the digital world. Today's topic hits home for almost every parent: how technology affects your child's sleep and what to do about it, okay? It is no longer a secret. It's out of the bag. Everybody knows technology is robbing families of sleep. I hear you ask, how have you come to that conclusion? Well, here's how. Blue light confuses the brain. Phones, tablets, and TVs emit blue light that tricks the brain into thinking it's still daytime. This suppresses melatonin, the hormone that tells the body it's time to sleep. Cut off screens. Use this as a little test from my end anyway. It's a tip. Cut off screens at least 60 minutes before bedtime. Use night mode, which is on most phones. Use those settings to reduce blue light if screen use is unavoidable. I'm certain, and this is not just the first time that we're touching on this, we have spoken about this same thing. In fact, truth be told, I'm trying to negotiate. The person doesn't even know that I'm negotiating in my brain. You know, he's certainly an expert in these areas. By expert, I mean he's spent a lot of time and study. And it would be nice to get him, on the show so that he can tell you, and possibly, I hope, that you will believe him, having done that research. But this is a real thing, a real issue, okay? The one thing that I know in my own research is that overstimulation delays sleep. And that is fact, okay? Games, YouTube, TikTok, they're designed to keep attention, not promote relaxation. Even harmless, just 5 more minutes can stretch into an hour. That's how bad these things get, okay? A tip from us will be to introduce a wind down hour. A wind down hour. No screens, just quiet activities like reading, prayer, or light music. And see how that turns out, okay? At the beginning, you noted there was a question that we asked. If I'll go there. Yeah, let me go there. There was a question that was asked. It says screen time reality check. More than 5 hours a day, guess below. If you go to the comments, humor me, and well, certainly on the engagement front, just write out in the comments How many hours a day do you think, your young ones spend on their screens? Okay. I have released the poll. In fact, I'll go to it now. There's a poll on YouTube that is going, and I put it before I started the show, and you can see that's the question there. How many hours a day do your kids spend on screens? You have 0 to 2 hours, you have 6 to 8 hours, 9+ hours, and of course you have I don't know. If you go to the YouTube channel, this poll will show up. Please engage with us. You see, we're trying to make sure that you're engaging, and that's a live poll released an hour ago. At the moment, it's 100%. Everybody's saying 0 to 2 hours. Yours might be different, but go there. If you can't go to the poll, please engage in the comments, okay? We just want to engage with you. That's all we want to do. Just to get all this going. And more importantly, YouTube, when they see that engagement, they get this content to people like you who need to hear it, okay? A third thing that you need to know is that sneaky screen use after lights out is a thing, okay? I know, and I'm sure many of you as parents know, that some kids keep devices under their pillows, or they sneak a quick scroll when you think they are, sleeping. And I know I'm laughing about it, but all this adds up and has, an impact on their sleep. There's no way you should allow the binging, When it's lights out, it's lights out, okay? And if you have a reward system for the kids who comply, that may also help. I can hear some of you ask, oh, why do you have to bribe your kids? Anything to keep those eyes going. I am yippee, okay? They're your kids after all, okay? All right. Another tip that I'll throw in is keep devices out of the bedroom at night, okay? Have a basket in the lounge or somewhere out of the bedroom where everybody charges their phones, like a family charging station in the lounge or the living room or the sitting room. As I'm not a baby boomer, but yeah, like we used to say sitting room. It's also living room. It could also be called lounge. Just have a family charging station there so that everyone going to sleep will have to put their phone or plug their phone into the charging station, and that keeps the phone out, okay? You do it early. Don't do it when they're 14, 15, and they've had a phone perhaps for 4 or 5 years. That might be a problem. There'll be friction, For those who have younger kids, this is an awesome opportunity to start it, okay? So you're building a routine, and it'll be so easy. They just drop the phone, good riddance, and they're going to bed, all right? That's a tip you owe me. All right, another thing will be the trap of sleep tracking apps. You can't win, all right? Yes, I get the fact that some of you want to monitor, sleep patterns, what is happening in the night, because Apple and Android, or Google, they have all these tools that let you into what you're doing whilst you're asleep. But ironically, even some sleep tracking apps can cause anxiety and lead to worse sleep, especially for teens, okay? So we're not necessarily saying bin the idea, because there's some virtue from knowing what's going on whilst you're asleep. I get that, but please be aware that there could be that slight tilt to even having worse sleep because you're anxious. Hope my heart is beating right. I hope my blood pressure is this and that. So be careful. You've got to understand that it could really be a trap. A thing that you can do is focus on creating healthy habits instead. instead of what you ask, instead of obsessing over numbers. You know, you're building a lifetime pattern, not just fixing tonight. That's why it's important to understand that there could be a con, because it's almost not allowing you sleep. Because if you're anxious, how many people get to bed while stressed or anxious? It's hard, very hard. All right, so be aware. That's all I'm doing, making you aware so that you can make an informed choice. Okay? Another area, and I bring it in because I kind of always bring it in, is lead by example. You as a parent and a caregiver, your sleep habits speak louder than your rules. Kids follow your rhythm more than your reminders. So if you're not taking time, out or off, to rest, it's going to be difficult to convince your kids. Let them see you unplug. Also, tech-free evenings can become a family ritual that everyone enjoys, okay? Folks, sleep isn't optional. It's vital for focus, it's vital for behavior, and it's also vital for emotional health. The digital world might be 24/7, but your home doesn't have to be, all right? Let's help our families rest again. And for good measure, rest again on purpose, all right? Don't forget to like the video if indeed you liked it, and engage with me in the comments directly with the question that I asked about numbers, or participate in the live poll on the YouTube channel. Just in case you need a reminder, how many hours do you think your child spends on screens each day? More or less than 5? Be honest. Drop your guess in the comments below. You might be surprised by the real answer. All right? Share this video with your friends and family so that they can benefit from more tips that will empower them to raise safe and balanced digital citizens just like yours. I've been your host, Lawrence Edem. Until tomorrow at 6 p.m. God bless and goodbye.